Oh, hey girl. Hey girl, what you doing?
What just happened here? Someone else showed up to the party.
Are they wearing pants?
It's a no pants dance right now. Welcome to the channel, bringing a real-world perspective to the real-world whiskey consumer.
And welcome to another double-blind head-to-head, where you see us react to the pours and the prices before we find out what's in either glass. Let's run our randomizer and see which one of these pairs we're tasting today.
There we go, we got it. 15.
15, so back rows 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. High-level content.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in to watch us count. We will get these poured and be back with our first impressions. All right, let's not tarry or delay and get right into glass one on the nose.
Woo! Looks like my nose too far down in that glass.
Yeah? What do you think about it?
Note to self.
It's alcohol, ethanol?
Pungent. Yeah, if you stick your nose too far down, you get a lot of alcohol smell.
Okay. I'm getting some stuff, but I don't want to say anything until you get something because I don't want to influence the notes that you might be getting.
I got something that was familiar and then it left me real quick and now I want to get it back.
Let's say this. Generally speaking, this smells like a bourbon. That's all we know so far. I've got a little bit more, but I don't want to influence you too much.
I've got some notes.
Okay, go ahead. Let them rip.
So it smells sweet.
Yep.
But it also smells like hot sauce. And I was trying to decide which one, and I think it's Frank's Red Hot.
Okay, I'm not getting that at all.
That's what I'm getting.
What I'm getting here, dadgummit, I said I'm not getting that, and then I went in to smell it, and I was like...
I'm sorry.
Yeah. There's like a little bit of like sweet tanginess to it. Yeah, to me it smells like classic bourbon, leaning a little fruit forward, but overall pleasant on the nose, not bowling me over, but not bad at all. Let's get it on the palate.
Okay. Not at all like I thought it would taste.
Exactly like I thought it would taste.
Very soft.
Yeah, it's soft. Like it's like a pillow.
It's pillowy. Yeah.
It's pillowy rolling on your tongue.
I was thinking that. Pillowy, flowery, not because it tastes like a flower, but because it's like soft like a flower. That's
You're just getting mental imagery of soft things.
I got like
couches and
a
beds
lavender flower, pillow, couch.
Yeah.
Like quilt.
Yeah. To me, this is very classic bourbon that is leaning fruit forward. It reminds me, I'm not saying it is, but it reminds me of a Buffalo Trace product. It is very pillowy soft on the front of the palate, borderline smooth, if you will. But overall, a fairly decent pour off of first sip. You're into second sip.
I got a first sip, sorry.
Tell them about it. I'm going to get into it.
All right, I'm going to do it again, though. So, as I usually do, I get more oak on the second sip, or third sip, if you will. Definitely the second sip. I got like a pencil shaving, so even the oak itself was soft. I didn't get strong oak like a log cabin. I got pencil shavings, which to me is like a softer oak. Yeah. Like a softer wood flavor.
Yeah. Softer wood. That's what that glass is.
I know.
But what I will say is, yes, sweet oak, soft fruit, very soft, delicate, kind of nuanced pour. While it is very tame, it's not completely boring.
It's not boring.
Which I will give it credit for that.
There is some warmth. Like I'm feeling a slight Kentucky hug.
Yeah.
Like I've said this before, but it's like the side hug.
Yeah.
It's like the Kentucky side hug down my esophagus.
Yeah. All right, glass one, quite interesting.
Yeah.
Let's get into glass two to see how it compares.
Okay, so I'm not getting a lot in I mean, it smells strong. I just don't know what it is. Like
You don't know what you're getting.
I don't know what I'm getting. There's a strong smell, but I can't pinpoint what it is.
This is why we're professional whiskey tasters. So to me, this right here is very reminiscent of glass one, except it leans way more towards like the Great Big League Chew, and now they're both reminding me of Buffalo Trace products.
Interesting.
Again, not saying that's what they are. We don't try to think about what they are, and I'm not even gonna try to peg either glass because I could be biased one way or another if I thought that's what they were. But I'm just saying this reminds me of a Buffalo Trace product as well. It smells like a literal bag of Grape Big League Chew with the powdery sugariness on it and all that sweetness. So let's get into the palate.
All right.
That is more fragrant on the nose than Glass 1, and it's also more flavorful on the palate than Glass 1.
I don't know what it is. This is the problem. There's more flavor, but what's the flavor?
Hold on a minute, though. No, it's still in that kind of Great Big League Chew range.
It's
but
soft. It's still soft.
Okay, Glass 1 was pillowy on the front of the palate, and it rolled in like smooth and velvety. Glass 2 has more flavor, but it gets a little bit more aspartame on the back end for me. And that aspartame note, I don't like, at least on the first sip, and that could be residual from the first glass. Let me go in for a second sip.
I'm going to take a third sip again. This has a slight pink eraser taste.
I got you, yeah.
That's the only thing I'm getting at the moment. I'm going to need to compare these, like take some time back to back. AB compare, BA compare.
Yeah, BA.
BA. I need to taste this first and then this second and see what I think.
Yeah, this is really interesting because they're so similar in a lot of ways, but then there's some very distinct differences. And until we actually aren't trying to talk to a camera and figure it out, it's gonna take us some time to unwrap this one. So we're gonna do that now, and we'll be back in a few minutes with what we think about both of these pours. We have some near empty glasses because this was incredibly difficult.
So difficult
to decide which we preferred. Look, we're gonna pop our scores up.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it, okay? Let's get into it.
Well,
what'd you think about these two?
I had a really difficult time, and I drank so much that they're gone now because I kept trying them back to back. They were both good. I was telling you that these were like a school situation, an elementary school situation. Glass 1 tasted like pencil shavings. Glass 2 tasted like a pink eraser. But I liked both of those flavors because I'm weird and I like those flavors.
So here's the question. If you had to today have another pour of one or the other, which would you pick?
Oh, gosh.
Would you actually flip a coin? Would you let chance decide?
I would, because while they are different, I didn't dislike either one. So may I take a sip of either one? Like, I have one sip left. Can I?
Yeah, you can, and I'll talk to what I had. So to me, I thought that both of these might be Buffalo Trace, but this is coming across a little bit more like Brown-Forman Old Forester-y to me, and this is coming across like Buffalo Trace. Not the Buffalo Trace product, but Buffalo is kind of coming across like Eagle Rare comes across to me.
I have an answer.
If this is not Eagle Rare and you like Eagle Rare and you can get this wherever you're at, get it. That's the moral of the story.
Okay.
These, to me, are very interesting. I did ever so slightly prefer Glass 2 only because of the nose. Glass 1, I said, was fruity, but it was nice with it. Like,
it was.
I don't like fruit-forward bourbons as much. I prefer the darker profile, but this was fruit-forward, but nice. It was jammy.
So may I say something?
Yeah, you can.
So you asked me which one I prefer.
You're what the channel's all about anyway. Let's go.
That's not true. It's so not true. Good grief. No. Don't put that pressure on me, Ricky Bobby.
Say what you're going to say. Get into it.
I prefer Glass 1. Okay.
Really?
Hold on. They're both good. I like them both. But if I had to pick, which you asked me, I think I would prefer Glass 1 because today. And the reason is when I was drinking it, I was smelling it as I was drinking it, as one does, and it smelled like a log cabin. And that is a really nice smell to me. That's a very comforting, homey smell to me. So, Glass 1, by a margin. I
cracked.
I heard your body pop. Like, was that your back or your neck?
I don't know what it was.
Are you
that was many things. Yeah,
okay.
I'm barely hanging in here, guys.
Okay,
it's comforting to you.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry to
That's
interrupt.
all I got. So I liked them both. I'd be happy with either one, but if I had to pick, if you made me pick a favorite, I'd probably say Glass 1 over Glass 2, but it's only because of the nostalgia, and I like cozy, comfy things.
So when you're in a blind head-to-head or a blind flight or something, and everything is very close, which happens sometimes, oftentimes, that is my barometer. Which one would you rather have another pour of right now in this moment?
Right.
And for me, that's going to be Glass 2. I did like Glass 1. I said it was fruity, but nice with it on the nose. And on the palate, it had I'm checking my notes here. I can barely read what I wrote. Talking too fast. I said it was a raspberry forward, sweet, oaky, and balanced. And on the finish, it was a raspberry jam with oak shavings. It was more bright, but jammy. Whereas glass 2 to me was really in that great big league chew, and it had a little bit more oakiness to it, a little bit more depth. It was solid, sweet, oaky goodness is what I wrote.
Okay.
Because it mixes the oak in with the fruit, which glass 1 just kind of leaned more towards the fruit with like a hint of oak.
See, I got more oak. I got more like
More pencil shavings?
log cabin pencil shavings on glass 1.
I can't wait to see what these two are. We're going to find out price first and then what we've been drinking.
Okay.
So, glass 1 is number 59 in our blind head-to-head key.
Oh.
So, price on number glass 1, price on number glass 1 is
$30.
Buy it. Just buy it.
I'm here for that.
Just buy that glass. What's the price on glass number 2?
$60.
I'd buy it.
I'm not mad at that
I'm
either.
not mad at it. It's obviously way more than I want to spend.
It's double the price of glass 1, which is unfortunate.
Which for you, it was a coin flip. You prefer glass 1.
I did prefer glass 1, so for me, it's an easy, I'd buy glass 1. If I could only buy one of the two. But they're both good.
I'd buy both.
Okay.
All right, let's find out. What is glass 1?
Okay, sorry. Glass number 1 is Green River Bourbon.
That makes sense. That math checks out. What's glass number 2?
I'm just so happy to tell you that you picked Blanton's over Green River.
No! No!
Only so if you are not an old watcher of the channel, Josh poo-poos Blantons all the time, and usually for me it comes ahead in blinds, but you actually picked it over Green River today, which that just goes to show, depending on the day, different pours can hit you differently, which is why we do these blinds.
It is, yeah.
Because we don't know what we're drinking, and
wow.
we literally go on what we're tasting and what we want that day with what we're tasting. So, yes, glass number 2 was Blanton's, and while Blanton's...
They are very close. They're just slightly different.
Yeah, and while Blanton's is $60, it is also very hard to find, is it not?
It is.
Okay.
And as far as I'm concerned, after tasting that, as close as these two are, I put preliminary dots beside glass 1 and glass 2 as to which I would prefer. Which one do I have a dot beside?
Where are your dots? Oh, glass 2, glass 1.
Both.
Both. Yeah, you have a dot by both of them.
Right.
I'm very confused.
Because that's how close they are.
Yeah, they are.
That's how close these two pours are.
And that's why I scored mine the same on nose, flavor, and experience in the tasting section, because while they were different, they were both good.
Yeah. So I will say Blanton's is a single barrel, and this particular Blanton single barrel is a really good Blanton single barrel. I'm pretty sure it's the best we've ever owned. I'm almost sure that I can say that because I have actually poured bottles of Blanton's before. I remember Super Bowl 2022. I poured a glass of Blanton's thinking like, it can't be as bad as I remember it, right? I didn't even finish the glass. I took 3 sips, dumped it out, and poured myself something else. This bottle, though, is very, very good.
It is.
But the Green River, at half the price and very readily available, hung with it every step of the way today.
So it's very readily available.
Oh, very readily available. This is in your mama's house. This is at your granny's house. This is at every house you've ever been to.
It's not in my mama's house because she don't drink.
Right. But it's at your local liquor store, and you can get your hands on it for just $30. Green River, hit us up on that sponsorship, bro.
Oh, yeah, I'm here for it.
We're all over the place with this one.
Yes.
Let's get into our real world scores.
Okay.
Based on price and availability. Green River, readily available at $30. Where are you at on retail score?
2 thumbs up. Great price. If the availability is as available as you say it is, 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, I'm same place. 2 thumbs up. This is a very interesting 90 proof pour for $30. And you don't always get that. A lot of 90 proof pours are kind of flatline. This right here delivers. Now, we run out of our Green River bottle.
Okay.
Do you want to buy another one? Consumer score.
Probably a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Like, yes, I would. I wouldn't, like, it's not, oh my gosh, I have to get it. It's not 2 thumbs up, but it is a yes. So
you'd like a replacement.
I would like a replacement.
So your real world score is a
6 out of 10. So that shows you it's a great value for the money. Where the pours have to earn their scores here.
Yeah.
So anywhere in the 4 to 6 point range, because we score on a bell curve, is like good value for the money. So this is good value for the $30 that I'm paying to buy it.
When we run out of this bottle, buying another one. $30 for this price, you cannot beat it.
Yeah.
Wait, $30 for this price? $30 for this product, you cannot beat it.
Yeah.
So as far as I'm concerned, this is one of the better $30 bottles I've had in a long time. That puts my real world score at a 6 out of 10.
Same.
High value.
Yeah.
Way high value for what you're getting. This is non-boring bourbon. Buy it if you haven't tried it. It's a low barrier to entry.
Yeah.
It's worth your money. Let's move on to glass 2, Blanton's.
Okay.
Divisive product. Where are you at on retail score?
So for me, Blanton's gets just okay today on retail score. Based on the fact that I liked Green River just as much, the fact that Blanton's is twice the price, and the fact that Blanton's is harder to find, it gets just okay. I'm not giving it a thumbs down. I'm giving it just okay.
Oh, I am. I'm giving it a thumbs down on retail.
Oh.
Because we have friends who work at stores and they say that people ask for Blanton's more than Pappy. You can't find it. Stores in our market are marking it up to $80 or more.
Yeah, that's
and
unfortunate.
I'm going thumbs down because it's a pain. It's a pain to get your hands on. With that said, let's say we run out of our bottle of Blanton's. You walk into a store, you find another one at MSRP at 60 suggested retail price or $70. Are you going to buy one?
So, because I preferred Glass 1, which is the Green River, over Blanton's, I'm not. I'm a thumbs down.
Wow. What's that put your real world score
It
at?
puts my real world score, that's a hard thing to say, try it sometime, at a 3.5 out of 10.
Especially after a few pours.
Yeah.
For me, I'm going to give it a thumbs up on consumer score because I'm going to be real with you guys. We like to have a bottle of Blanton's around. It's a pretty shelf ornament. And as long as I can pay 60, 70, maybe even $80 to get one, and if it's as good as this one, then I'm a buy.
This one in particular is very good.
That puts my real world score at a 5 out of 10.
Okay.
If this were my last bottle of Blanton's, the last one we bought, that bottle was trash. And it sucked so bad, I didn't even want to drink it.
So I think
we ended up mixing it with other stuff.
Yeah.
Like we ended up making a little bit of a Buffalo Trace Infinity bottle because it was garbage.
I think that goes to show you when you buy a single barrel product, you play what you like to call single barrel roulette.
Yeah.
You could get something as great and perfect and exactly in your wheelhouse, or you could get something that's not really that good.
Yeah.
And that's the price you pay, literally, to try the thing that you're buying.
Right. Or you get a batch product like Green River that is very reminiscent of a Buffalo Trace product for $30 with zero hassle. Save yourself a lot of heartache.
I think we've said all we can say today, so thank you for watching. If you like this video, if you found it informative, please give it a thumbs up, give it a like, it really helps us out. And also, if you haven't subscribed and you'd like to keep seeing our content, then feel free to subscribe. And you can hit that bell notification to be notified when we post our videos and also when we have our monthly live streams.
Be good to each other, and until next time, cheers.
This is wild.
Whoa, because they're so close, but they're also very different.
Mm-hmm. And I don't think this is a situation where it's the same thing with like water.
No, this
or
is
with
not
air.
that. No.
But they may be from the same distillery.
They could be. They could. They, to me, seem like they are.
Yeah, I don't know what Buffalo Trace products are supposed to taste like. So I don't know. I'm not saying it's from that distillery.
I'm not saying that's what they are.
I'm just saying it's probably from the same distillery because they taste similar enough.
Well, and the thing is, and the reason I say that sometimes is because, like, let's say these aren't Buffalo Trace products, but somebody loves Buffalo Trace products and can't get Buffalo Trace products, they know to look for these.
Gotcha.
So it's
That's
a benefit.
helpful.
It's a benefit to the viewer, even if I look like a dum-dum and they're not Buffalo Trace.
You won't look like a dum-dum.
But then on the positive side, if they are Buffalo Trace, I look like a freaking genius.
You are a freaking genius. You know that? You married me.
All right, let's get our job done.
Okay.
Let's do what we came here to do.
This smells weird now. These smells are changing. The times they are changing.
The times they are a-changing.
Is that a song?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it's Bob Dylan or something. I did it no justice.
I don't know much Bob Dylan, I'm sorry to say. Yeah, I'm just gonna give I hate to be that person, but this is not gonna be that informative.
It is, because maybe one of these is really allocated or expensive and the other isn't.
Like, I like them both.
Listen to
They're
me.
different.
Listen to me. Maybe one of these is allocated or expensive, and if the other one is a There's a Nanakin. His brother is here to avenge his death. If one of these is allocated and the other one is not, and they're a flip of the coin, that tells volumes. You gotta trust your gut. Trust your gut.
I am trusting my gut. That being said, they're not the same.
Trust your gut, shake your butt. For me, this gets a thumbs up on consumer as well, which puts my real world score at a 6 out of 10 also. So Green River is delivering.
Did you do a retail score?
I did, boo.
You did?
I did, yeah.
I'm so sorry.
And I don't know how to cut this now.
Okay. Here's what I think happened. I think you asked me this and this. And I
asked you retail and you said 2 thumbs up. I said I'm in the same place.
Oh, you did. You did.
And then I said, what's your consumer score? And you said 6 out of 10.
Okay, so now you start your consumer score.
Okay. I don't know what I said though. I'm so lost.
You said same thing for me.
I'm more lost. I'm lost in the Amazon jungle. And I'm going to die of thirst and hunger.
I'm so sorry.
And the snakes are going to bite me.
I'm so sorry.
I'm going to get eaten alive by an anaconda right now.
My anaconda
it's happening.
don't want none unless you got buns, hun.
What's your problem?
You can do side bends or sit-ups, but please don't lose that butt.